Alright, I think we have to address something that's kind of a problem. So you see, I'm on the internet quite a bit, so I see all the memes, all the Muppet memes, and at first I thought they were, they were cool. But as an avid fan for the Muppets for 8 years, there has to be a line that I draw somewhere. Because all these funny memes, yeah, they're not funny. They're appropriating Muppet culture. Yeah, you heard me. Okay, a little backstory. Okay, I've been a fan of the Muppets, like hardcore, for like 8 years. I own two seasons of The Muppet Show on DVD, The Muppet Movie, The Great Muppet Caper, The Muppet Christmas Carol. I also own a bio about Jim Henson's life, who was the creator of the Muppets. And I also own CD of the Muppets soundtrack, as well as several collectibles that I've amassed over the years. So when I say that I know my Muppets, I know them. And being a fan of the Muppets of 8 years, I've gotten a lot of, rude comments. I've been like, oh, they're puppets. How could you watch them? Or they're so creepy. Or they're not even funny. So I think I just give you a little crash course on how you can meme unoffensively when talking about the Muppets. All right, so first, I'll just tell you a little bit about how wrong all the Kermit memes are. There's two main Kermit memes. There's the evil Kermit meme, and then there's the but that's none of my business meme. So Kermit was originally shown on Sesame Street, which is a children's show. So Sesame Street and the Muppet Show are two very different shows. So basically the Muppets are actors and they're aware they're in a thing, and there's a lot of fourth wall breaks, and the Muppet universe is just crazy. Yeah. And another thing is that the Muppet Show, which was originally released after Sesame Street, it's not a children's show. So it's supposed to be like the whole family could watch it. So yes, I'm in the right age. It's for all ages. So technically, I'm in the right age zone. When Disney bought the company after Jim Henson's death, it got toned down a bit for kids. But if you watch the original Muppets, it's for all ages. So that's where Kermit's from. And the original Kermit meme, which is but that's not my business. That was from a Lipton iced tea commercial, and the logo was Be More Tea. And basically, it's because talked about the weird, like, Muppet world, that it's so crazy, but we kind of just take it as it goes. It's like, alright, there's no way this could actually happen, and this is so insane, but this is just normal for them, so it's just, don't ask any questions. So that's what the commercial was kind of about, and they're like, oh, Kermit, how do you deal with all the craziness? And he's all like, just be more tea, and then he gives you tea, and you're like, oh my god, whatever. So it's not about none of my business. Like, Kermit's basically the whole glue that holds the Muppets together. So I don't know why he'd be throwing shade, but I get it. It's a meme. I just want to make you aware of the actual meaning and what a great guy Kermit actually is. So then the second meme I have to address is the Constantine meme, which is pretty recent, but what surprised me about the Constantine meme is how people think. I don't know. I saw an explanation for it for someone on the internet. They're like, "Oh, this is the explanation behind the Constantine meme," and it was completely wrong. They were like, First of all, they didn't call him Did they call him Constantine? They called him like Evil Kermit, and they said it had something to do with like the Sith Lord, and that's why he wore the hood. And let me just tell you, that is wrong. If you saw Muppets Most Wanted, Kermit, he has an evil doppelganger who has a mole on him. So Kermit doesn't have a mole. Constantine does have a mole. And Constantine wants to break out of prison and basically just steal a bunch of expensive stuff. I'm pretty sure it's the crown jewels. So Constantine wants to break out of prison, so he does. And then he's like, oh, I can get around Europe undetected if I join the tour, and all I have to do is take off my mole and put on Kermit's. So basically, the scene that you see is when he goes undercovers, because he's like very wanted. He's like one of the top criminals in the world. So he goes out, and that's why he's wearing the hood. And then he takes his mole off and finds Kermit and puts on him in a dark alleyway. And yeah. And then because of that, Kermit is mistaken for Constantine and put in freaking Siberian gulag, and he has to deal with prison. And Tina Fey is like the prison keeper or whatever, and she knows he's actually Kermit, but she can't get him out. But she's in love with him. Like, that movie is just, it's crazy. It's crazy, alright? But no, the meme does not come from a self-indulgence place. It's not like, oh, whatever they said, that like, oh, Constantine, which is the name of evil Kermit, wants him to self-indulge. No, he's trying to get him sent to freaking Russian prison. All right? I just like put that out there. Also, I feel like the main reason I make this video is trying to convince you that the Muppets are actually funny, even though if they're not funny in the same way the memes are. Like, if you think about Beaker literally, he, like, does not have his life together, and that's just the most relatable thing. Like, I love Beaker so much, because the thing is, Kermit is trying to take this impossible situation and trying to put it together, but it's like, Beaker is just a magnet for bad luck. And speaking of Dr. Bunsen, Honeydew, and Beaker, which is kind of like the team, um, Bunsen Honeydew, my friend saw him, and she's like, oh, he's racially coded to be Asian, because he's yellow. He's a honeydew, he's a melon, alright? So, before you come at me with that, oh, he's racially coded to be Asian, that doesn't make any sense. Nothing makes any sense anymore. But yeah, so Beaker's a fave. Gonzo likes shooting himself out of cannons, and he's like in love with chickens. Fozzie thinks he's funny, but he's like literally the most unfunniest person ever. Miss Piggy, I can't believe she isn't a bigger meme, because she's literally the biggest diva, like, out of everyone. Like, it's so relatable, especially in some of her movies. Just saying. So, I can't believe out of all this great Muppet content, you choose to take, like, awful parts, like, they're not even relevant, like, they're not even Muppet things, and you appropriate Muppet culture, and then I don't even know, but if someone wants to come at me and call me weird for liking the Muppets again, I'll just let you know that you're the one appropriating my culture, and this is not okay. Like, this has to end, okay? So,